Polygon has just had a massive update to its token, and Grayscale has just won its lawsuit against the SEC. What does this mean for a Bitcoin spot ETF? This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody Buffington. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when I drop the latest content. Follow us on Twitter, AltcoinBuzzIO, and as always, this is not financial advice, and we wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. A judge has ordered that the Securities and Exchange Commission's denial of Grayscale's spot Bitcoin ETF application be reviewed according to an opinion issued by the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit on Tuesday. The decision represents a landmark moment for crypto, as the SEC has denied several applications for spot Bitcoin ETFs, which allow investors to gain exposure to Bitcoin without holding the actual coin. The court described the SEC's denial as arbitrary and capricious on Tuesday, saying it failed to reasonably explain why Bitcoin futures ETFs have been approved, but not spot-based ones. It took issue with the SEC's stance that fraud and manipulation concerns in spot markets are different than that in regards to futures. Grayscale applauded the decision, saying this is a huge development for investors. This is a monumental step forward for American investors, the Bitcoin ecosystem, and all those who've been advocating for Bitcoin exposure through the added protections of the ETF wrapper. A Grayscale spokesperson said in a statement, "The Grayscale team and our legal advisors are actively reviewing the details outlined in the court's opinion and will be pursuing the next steps with the SEC." Seen within crypto circles as a potential gateway to mainstream institutional adoption, a spot Bitcoin ETF would enable investors to gain exposure to Bitcoin through a traditional stock exchange and effectively hold a coin in a brokerage account.
Overall sentiment was really negative leading into this news, and I think to all the points mentioned before, the market was really caught off guard in terms of the announcement this morning. It's really great. It changes the sentiment in the US and globally for institutions around this is moving forward. We're actually going to get the guidelines we've been looking for in terms of how to approach the space at large.
After the court's decision was released, Bitcoin rallied 5% to 27,300 in under an hour. The crypto market swelled broadly as well, with coins like Ethereum and XRP up over 4% during the same span. The SEC and Grayscale have 45 days to appeal Tuesday's court decision. If that happens, the case could either be sent to the U.S. Supreme Court or be subject to a panel review where all of the court's judges would weigh in during a rehearing. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust has $16.2 billion in assets under management, according to Grayscale's website. Relative to its Bitcoin holdings, shares in the trust trade at a discount because of the offering structure. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust contains over 600,000 Bitcoin and is traded at a discount to the Bitcoin spot price, also called the net asset value, since February of 2021.
You are looking at a discount to net asset value really narrowing here. At this very moment, it stands at about 24% under its net asset value, but that is expected to narrow as they get closer to the ETF conversion, which has really become a main thesis for investing in this fund. And beyond that, as you're saying, there is a whole host of other ETF filings in the pipeline.
Patrick McHenry weighed in on Grayscale's court victory against the U.S. SEC. McHenry is also the chair of the House Financial Services Committee, and in that role, he's introduced legislation to regulate crypto. That includes a stablecoin bill that made it out of the committee in July with bipartisan support. McHenry name-dropped the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act in a Tuesday X post, which, if passed, would begin to delineate responsibilities of the SEC and CFTC when it comes to regulating crypto. Referencing the Grayscale case, McHenry wrote that the SEC Chair Gary Gensler's crusade against the digital asset ecosystem is falling apart under scrutiny from the courts. Representative Warren Davidson, who was a bit more forceful in his rebuke of the SEC, reiterated his call to fire Gensler. Now, this ruling doesn't mean that Grayscale is guaranteed to convert GBTC into a spot Bitcoin ETF. It simply means that the SEC must review Grayscale's application to do so. And also, something big is about to happen with the Bitcoin ETFs in the next 48 hours, which we'll get to in a minute. But first, what's happening with Twitter and Polygon? The social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, has obtained a license required for crypto payments and trading in the United States. The Rhode Island currency transmitter license was approved to X on August 28th. This license is required to provide virtual asset-related services on behalf of users. It will enable the social media platform to store, transfer, and exchange digital assets for its massive user base. This license holder includes different crypto-related service providers such as crypto exchanges, wallets, and payment processors. X previously took a major step towards incorporating crypto by adding a Bitcoin tips feature to the platform. It also added support to set NFTs as profile pictures. Since Elon Musk took over, the social media platform is going through huge changes, and Musk has stated that he wants to turn Twitter into an everything app. X boasts nearly 450 million active users and is well placed to incorporate cryptocurrency payments. This could transform how people use digital currencies for everyday financial interactions thanks to Twitter's broad user reach. Elon Musk started getting interested in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Dogecoin around 2021, and he showed support for them on Twitter. After he bought Twitter, he's been trying to make the platform into a place where users can do a lot of different money-related things, and part of that is adding cryptocurrencies to the mix. I think at this point, it's just a matter of time until crypto Twitter really becomes crypto Twitter, and you're able to buy, sell, and trade crypto on it. I'm still curious if Elon will actually integrate Dogecoin into the platform and how it will be used. I still think that subscriptions and tipping with Dogecoin is a great idea. We also recently posted a video about the 4 altcoins that crypto whales have been secretly accumulating over the last 2 weeks since the Bitcoin dump. So make sure to go check that video out as well, link down below. Polygon co-founder Sandeep has shared details about Paul, which he describes as a massive technical upgrade to the MATIC token. According to Sandeep, Paul provides the benefits of a multi-chain staking without the additional risks associated with restaking. The token is part of the Polygon 2.0 proposal, which seeks to expand the Polygon ecosystem from a single chain to an interconnected network of Layer 2 solutions. According to a recent blog post on Polygon's official website, the Paul token is engineered to serve as the major tool for coordination and growth of the Polygon ecosystem, as well as the main driver behind the vision of the value layer of the internet. The token is designed to provide practically unlimited opportunities to its holders by enabling validators to oversee multiple chains and assume various roles, thus significantly accelerating the growth of the Polygon ecosystem. However, the introduction of Paul rewards will replace the existing MATIC protocol rewards for Polygon validators, raising questions about the future role of MATIC and its potential impact on the asset's market value. One of the most notable features of Paul is its approach to enshrine staking, which allows the token to be restaked across any number of chains on the network. Sandeep said Paul can natively be used to stake on any number of chains and participate in any number of roles. This lets stakers earn higher rewards with the same staked capital. Paul represents a third generation in token design following Bitcoin and Ethereum. While Bitcoin does not allow holders to participate in securing the network, and ETH allows staking for network security, Paul takes it a step further. According to Sandeep, Paul is designed from the ground up to be the first hyper-productive token, a third generation in token design. You can also buy, sell, and trade Polygon's MATIC and soon Paul token on our partners at BYDFi. It's a no KYC exchange where you can trade with only 0.6% features and 0.1% spot fees. To make your trading journey easier, we'll also be giving away free trading signals for BYDFi tokens. And for a quick start, you can receive up to $213 welcome bonus together with up to $1,500 deposit and trade bonus. Just click the link below to find out more. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission is facing its first deadline to decide on 7 spot Bitcoin ETFs, with the latest being on September 4th. Investment firm Bitwise will learn if its ETF will win the SEC's approval on September 1st, while BlackRock, VanEck, Fidelity, Invesco, and WisdomTree will all be awaiting the SEC's decision for their funds by September 2nd, according to several SEC filings. The SEC can delay its decisions and has 2 more proposed deadlines for each fund before being forced to make a final decision on the 240th day post-filing. For the awaiting applicants, the final deadlines for the SEC are all in mid-March next year. After the August 29th ruling in favor of Grayscale, the regulator has 90 days to file an appeal. However, the SEC hasn't made it clear what its next move will be. If the SEC doesn't appeal, the court will need to specify how its ruling is executed, which could include instructing the SEC to approve Grayscale's application, or at the very least revisit it. Bloomberg ETF analyst James Seyffert recently said he only saw 2 viable options for the regulator. The first is for it to concede defeat and approve Grayscale's conversion of its GBTC to a Bitcoin spot ETF. Alternatively, the SEC would need to revoke the listing of Bitcoin futures ETFs entirely or deny Grayscale's application based on a new argument. However, fellow Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas considered the odds of the SEC revoking the Bitcoin futures ETF as highly unlikely because of the SEC's reported openness to Ethereum futures ETFs. I think what most likely happens in the next 48 hours is that we get a delay and they revisit this later this year or early next year, with it most likely getting approved around the time of the halving next year, which means that 2024 is going to be a very big year for Bitcoin. That's it for Altcoin Buzz News Update. I'm your host, Cody Buffington. Thanks for watching.